This is Johnny the Gangster with Viva Productions, King of Entertainment, one-stop shop for all your entertainment needs. We have DJ service for weddings, corporate, and private events. Thrill your guests with Vegas Nights Casino Party, blackjack, craps, roulette, poker, and more. We also have event photography and limousine service. Call Viva Productions 206-542-5733 or find us at viva-productions.com. A little less conversation, a little more action, you got it. Call Johnny the Gangster. I'll make you a deal you can't refuse.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. This is Brad Buckles. We're with Viva ENT. I'm your producer today. I am here, I guess I'm your host today, and I'm here co-hosting the event with our good friend,
Cassandra McClure.
Cassandra is beautiful, and she's here, and she's awake. And, of course, our excellent producer, the foremost, Eric C.C. Ryder.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's great to have you guys back in the studio.
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks. I've been out for a little bit of travel and a little bit of excitement this spring.
And Cassandra was kind enough to join us last week, and great to have her back.
Yeah, she was so good they brought her back.
Yay!
First time was fun.
It was. It was an awesome time.
And you got all your friends following us on.
Yes, I have so many listeners now. It's so cool.
So many listeners on Facebook.
Well, on the radio, online.
Right.
I think we're gonna have some callers, maybe, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, Cassandra is a very accomplished makeup artist here in events in the Pacific Northwest, but she doesn't just do it here in the Northwest. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do?
I travel all over. I'm going to San Francisco in the morning for a wedding, and I love it. I love weddings and all kinds of events, and it's very fun. I love doing makeup and styling and hair and beauty and accessorizing and working on photo shoots and working with the famous celebrities sometimes. Some know me for my work with Kim Kardashian and Lionel Richie and lots of other fun people, and I worked on tons of music videos, and I went to school in LA, so it was really cool to do all of that and get a base going and then come back home and work in Washington. So now I'm back and working with the Brides Club quite a bit, hitting up all the shows, hopefully going to Hawaii soon. And yeah, it's great. So thanks for having me, and it'll be very fun. So you guys just check out my website if you want to know more, CassandraMcClure.com. I just revamped it. It's aimed a lot more towards brides right now because it's bridal season and I'm getting like 1 million phone calls. But on my Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, it's just kind of like daily life, daily grind. So check that out if you're interested in social media. And you can just search my name and all of it just comes right up.
And the other thing that's really fun about what you do is you do makeup lessons.
I do. I'm doing one tonight in Bellevue, and it's so fun. I have a couple girls that I train, and many of them end up working with me on actual weddings and other events, fashion shows, things like that. And they really love it. I teach them what they need to know. They're individualized private lessons. So whatever they need to learn, we focus on that. It's not just like I bring you in and I teach you things you don't know or care about. But at the same time, I charge by the hour, so you better know what you want to learn.
So
and then
they take from where they're at, and then you kind of add to it.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if they're ground zero, then we start with sanitation and that kind of stuff, just basic stuff, like how to not, give someone pink eye.
Okay. Which I understand is a big deal. I was at an event the other day, and one of the makeup artists was accused of giving somebody pink eye or something. I thought, oh,
yeah,
man.
that's horrible.
Does that happen a lot?
In school, it happened once, and luckily I didn't have anything to do with it, but it was like a learning experience still, because you're like, oh no, you never want that to happen.
Yeah.
And so you're just so careful.
Especially if you're shooting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't want to give if you gave Kim Kardashian pink eye, she would blacklist you.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So you're careful not to do that.
makeup is such a big deal. It's like for most guys, we don't care, but obviously for women,
If
it's
you're
a
on
big
TV,
deal.
though, if you're on the news, everyone gets makeup. Snoop Dogg gets makeup.
I have a funny story because being on TV once in a while, like I am, I was told to go out and get foundation.
Yep.
So I went down to a grocery store thinking like, it can't be that hard, right? It's just foundation. I had no idea the shades, the colors, the techniques.
Yeah.
I stood there and literally went to some lady standing there. I was like, how do you decide what kind of foundation you want?
And then she's wondering, what do you
Why
need
do you
this
want
for?
it for? It was definitely a humbling moment.
No drugstore, though. Drugstore has so many ingredients in it that isn't good. Like there's like talc and like all these sunscreen and things that you don't want to show up on camera. So that's the last thing you want to do is go to a drugstore if you're getting photos taken. If you're a bride trying to save money and you're trying to use your Revlon stuff, you're going to hate yourself in 5 years or even 6 months from then because it's not going to look as good as if you had high definition products and stuff like that. So
didn't know that when I was looking for foundation.
I'll help you next time.
All right, thanks. So we have been talking about weddings. We've been talking events. This time of the year, the wedding season kicks off. And of course, as bridesclub.com has been very popular with all the wedding shows, we wanted to say thanks to everybody for the Spring Wedding Expo that happened at the Tacoma Dome. We had a great attendance. We had a huge list of vendors, and it was a lot of fun. Many brides came through trying to put the last little finishes on their wedding for this summer. And most wedding professionals, as we know right now, are off to the races. I mean, everybody's designing and making bouquets and all kinds of fun new things that are taking place. As the weather starts to turn and it gets warm, everyone's pulling out those suits, getting ready to grab their girlfriend and go to the next big engagement they can.
Mm-hmm. I have a couple. I'm excited.
Do you, that you get invited to?
Uh-huh.
Is it funner to go as the wedding professional or as the guest?
So somehow I always get invited. All the weddings that I go to, they're like, bring a dress, come please afterwards. And I'm like,
oh, so come as the makeup artist.
Yeah, but they a lot of them have followed me for so many years on social media that they're like, we would love to have you and like show you off. Like they want to show me off to like their friends that I came and I did their hair and makeup.
That's ours. She's us.
Yeah. And so I still wear my name tag, but I wear like a nice dress and I go and I hang out and I meet everybody. And then I always get more referral and jobs by that way too. Everyone asks for my card. And so it's a great way to network too. And so, but I love it. I have a couple friends that are getting married this summer that I'm really excited to go to. So it'll be fun.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
This is the time of the year. Eric, do you ever get invited to weddings?
On occasion.
Did you go?
Yeah, I've been to one or two.
Did you find them fun?
They can be, not always, but
some of them are a lot of
are.
fun, and some of them need some fun.
Yeah.
That's the one great thing about Viva Entertainment, if I can plug Johnny since he's not here today, is their company is probably most known for making weddings fun. If I could give them any kind of a plug, I mean, they've got casino tables, they've got DJs, they've got photographers, they've got limousines, and he knows about anybody in the Puget Sound that you would need. But he even has a gal that we've interviewed a couple times that does the belly dancing, which okay. But he's the king of fun, and he loves to be referred to as the king. So Johnny, if you're listening, there you go. You're the king of the fun. If you're in need of entertainment here this season, we need to talk to Johnny over at Viva Entertainment. All right, so we're going to come back in a few minutes with Mike Abella, 1,000 Words. He'll be our wedding professional of the second half, and some station identification and a few words from our sponsors.
And, of course, our trip back to more golden age of rock and roll happening coming up later in the show when we talk to Phil Margo of the Tokens, along with, of course, rock and roll historian Jerry Osborne. So,
the Jerry Osborne. I couldn't
wants
believe
to come.
Last time we were talking to Phil Margo, we couldn't get a word in sideways. The guy is like unbelievably.
He's got lots of great stories.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
Lights, camera, action. Capture those precious moments at your special event with 1,000 Words Events friendly, fun party services. Make your guests smile with a unique photo booth. Bring the celebration anywhere with a green screen. Enhance the mood with event lighting or pile them in an awesome VW photo bus. Our services provide lasting memories and unique party favors. After all, a picture's worth 1,000 words. See for yourself what we do at 1000wordsevents.com or call us at 253-380-2026. Let's make some memories. Online at 1000wordsevents.com or 253-380-2026.
Dr. Amanda Wong and the team at Art of the Smiles provides comprehensive dental services at affordable prices. Their convenient location in Federal Way and their extended hours fits the needs of both families and working professionals. Whether it's transforming your smile through some of their cosmetic therapies or simply having your teeth cleaned, Art of the Smiles provides individualized care plans that address your priorities and needs. Visit artofthesmiles.com or call 253-839-4048. That's 253-839-4048 for same-day scheduling. Most insurance is accepted, from cosmetic procedures to implant placement, molar root canals treatment, or wisdom teeth extractions.
Life's a celebration. Grand Event Rentals makes your event their top priority. They are your full-service, special event, and party rental provider, supplying everything you need from start to finish. Their professional sales team and event staff work with you to create your dream event. With every event, Grand Event Rentals customers' needs are the most important. Whether you're planning an intimate outdoor wedding or an elaborate black tie gala, the Grand Event Rental specialists make great pride in providing our event planning experience to help create an unforgettable event. Please go and visit the Bellevue showroom, Grand Event Rentals, or make a one-on-one appointment. Talk to them. They're trained, they're knowledgeable, they're event specialists, and they are going to take you through step-by-step everything that you need to make your day a success. Call Grand Event Rentals. Their number is 425-462-7368, or go to grandeventrentalslaw.com.
Attention business owners. Experience a new world of business with barter. The Saturn Barter Company, located in Tacoma, is one of the most beneficial business decisions you can make. Using Saturn Barter, you are able to sell your products or services to other members of the exchange. You can then use that credit you've built up from your sales to purchase the products or services you or your company needs from other companies within Saturn Barter, all without the use of cash. Contact and join Saturn Barter Club today, 253-212-9930, or online at SaturnBarter.com.
Is your vehicle needing some attention? Take it over to Maddie's Tuning and Shoreline for fast, affordable car care. Trusted, professional. Maddie's services all makes and models and has been trusted in the Puget Sound for almost 60 years. Call Brian Maddie at 206-364-3347 or stop by his convenient location in Shoreline right on Aurora at 152nd. Maddie's Tuning. Call 206-364-3347. Trusted for almost 60 years to keep you safe and on the road.
Clay Radio, your conversation station. KLAY Lakewood, Tacoma on 1180 AM.
All right, guys and dolls, we're back this afternoon with Viva ENT Radio. We're going to be going to Jerry Osborne and Phil Margot here at the bottom of the hour. However, right now we're with a very good friend of ours, certainly not new to Viva ENT. Mike Abella with 1,000 Words is here on air with us.
Hello.
Hey, Mike, how are you doing?
Oh, doing pretty good. Pretty good.
How many
Enjoying
years?
the weather.
Enjoying the weather. It certainly is beautiful. I don't know what your view is like, but we have the 405 and just this big, beautiful, nice mountain range that we can see off in the distance.
As long as you have that bright thing up in the sky, it's good.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, tell us about who you are and what you do.
Well, 1,000 Words Event is a photo entertainment company, and we primarily specialize in photo booth installs and event photography, and that's pretty much that in a nutshell. And we've been doing it for, started back in 2007, which was really the first time we rolled it out.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's been pretty good business since then, and it's a full-blown industry now.
Yeah, it definitely is. I've not been to an event that doesn't have some sort of form of photography / photo booth or what would you call it, like a green screen or a backdrop?
Yeah, green screen backdrops or flip books. We don't do the flip books anymore. We used to offer that, but it was a pretty specialized area, and so we leave it to a couple other vendors in town now.
So how many different events have you done over the course of these years?
We're pushing 1,000. We'll probably hit 1,000 this year. So quite a few. Last year we did about 190, and we're on course to do just about the same as the numbers project out. So
That's
we
the
keep
thing.
ourselves quite busy.
That's the thing I love about this industry. We talk to brides or we talk to corporations that are planning parties, as you do every day. I do all the time. I know Cassandra does. It's amazing to me how many people go, oh, I have a friend who has a camera who might shoot our event. And I have to go, well, that's good. I mean, I'm happy. However, you want somebody who's maybe done this 3 times.
Yeah.
I got this guy named
That's what
Mike.
we call a second shooter.
A second shooter?
A backup.
I know this guy named Mike. He's done, I don't know, 1,000 events. Maybe you should give him a call.
Yeah. Yeah, it is interesting. I have a bride this weekend, and she called me. It's sort of a last-minute bride, and she's sort of telling me how things, happen at the Four Seasons. I say, well, how many times have you been to the Four Seasons? And, I've been there quite a few times, and I know exactly how it's run.
Right.
So, I think I gave her a couple horror stories about what to do and what not to do, and I think I sort of put it in place, unfortunately.
Sometimes it takes a little humility, but that's what brings about a really good event for the client is, people that know what they're doing and how to do it.
Mm-hmm. That's why they hire us.
We've all had our bad days, that's for sure, but we've kind of earned our way past that and hopefully can avoid those in the future.
Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
You see any fun new trends going on in the industry this year?
I don't know about the other guys, but I can tell you what we're doing. We just launched, and I'm sure once we launch it, I'm sure it'll be all over the place. I like to say we're sort of in the lead of the pack, and then it sort of follows suit.
I would say you're the innovators. You've always got something new coming out.
So one of the things that we just launched in the last 2 weeks is our own app, and what that will do, it's actually on the App Store at iOS and Google Play, and basically we can have an event that they can share their photos live via their cell phone. So we are actually, our photo booth is then basically uploading to the gallery, and the guests can, download our little app, and because they're always asking for the digital file, or they're actually, what started it was we see so many people leaving the photo booth, then pulling out their phones and photographing the photo strip. So why don't we have the access to digital files right now? So we designed this little app that allows them to see their photos nearly instantly, and then share it out to all the social media platforms they want to. So that's our latest thing that I'm sure it'll become more popular as time passes. I know other photo booths will allow people to do it at the source, the photo booth itself, but this allows people within the party to do it wherever they're sitting.
So is there a outlet for text? Because I just did one this past weekend. There was a taco truck thing, and they had it, and you did a photo booth, and then it would give you the option to send an email, text, that kind of thing. Is that so? It's separate from that. Are you guys didn't offer that?
No, I believe you can attach a text. You can, so once you're in the gallery, you can attach a text and a picture to a text and send it off.
Okay. Awesome.
But like I say, it's not attached to the booth itself. So once you leave and say, hey, you know what? I want to upload that or text that now, I can do it later. You don't have to hang out at the booth and do it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so you save time because you're not sitting there entering all your info. It just is on the app and it's automatic. But then you can see everyone's pictures, right? Everybody throughout the day.
So I better behave in my photo booth now.
That's no fun.
Wow. Okay, cool. That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. It seems just the last couple of events that we've had, we really were sort of running in the background and told people about it, and they got excited and downloaded it right then and worked with it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
with that.
and if I'm having like a birthday, I want to just upload that whole album, and I want everyone to be able to see live like what's going on. I want everyone on my Facebook, everyone will be like, oh, what's going on? I'm like not there yet or whatever. I can be like, oh, we'll go to this album, go to this app, and then like you can see instantly when someone takes a photo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's really fun.
Yep. Now the only thing that's a catch is if most venues have great internet access for us, some don't have a very great system, so we have to bring our, hotspot and run, the pictures over it's just a little Verizon hotspot, which does slow it down. But we were at a venue, Pickering Barn in Issaquah, and I don't know what kind of system they have there, but it was 75 megabytes up the other day, so it was very fast. Before the people even got their picture in their hand, they had access to the online version. So
wow.
It was fun.
That's awesome.
So what other kind of fun things you got in your arsenal? I know a few things myself, but...
Tell the public about, we have our Volkswagen van. This is a 1968 Volkswagen van that has a photo booth inside. And we bring that to events. It's always a hit because, first of all, it's a great-looking van, and, people love to talk about, we used to have a van when we grew up, and it seems like everyone had a Volkswagen van. And so we'll bring that out, and it runs pretty much like our regular photo booth, and it's pretty popular in the summertime, so it gets booked up quite a bit.
Popular?
Yes.
That's
very
cool.
Popular. So it rolls out in the next week or so, and then it's pretty much booked up for the summer for different events.
And then
It was almost popular enough I was toying with buying a second one, but
that's what I was
right
waiting for. I was waiting for the red one and the blue one.
Well, I was thinking I should do a Seahawks themed one, but it just comes down to they are a little bit more expensive because you got to store them, and the insurance on it's quite high, so it's not like I say, I'm kind of on the edge of buying a second one. I'm keeping my eye out for that.
Well, we'll look forward to that. We'll see if come the Seattle's fall show here, we don't see a Seahawk or maybe, I don't know, Mariners are playing 500-plus baseball right now. Maybe we'll get a Mariners one.
Maybe. I think if I do the right color scheme, it could sort of cross all Seattle.
One side Mariners, one side Seahawks.
If it faces this way, it's Mariners. If you see it from behind, it's the Sounders. And if it's this way, it's the...
That's right. Yep.
So is it interesting? I mean, is it me or is it just events in general now that you just don't see a normal photographer shooting a normal event? Now it's everything outside the box. I mean, you got screens and you got shooters and you've got video, and I mean, where are we going with all this?
Boy, I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you what everyone's going to do. I haven't been to. We've only gone to, let's say, I'm just going to speak weddings-wise. I've only done a couple this season so far, so I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary in the first two that we've done. I think people just want that digital content really quickly.
They want their friends, their families, and the images to put on social media.
Yeah.
And you're just the guy to do it.
I hope so. And I think I think people at these weddings, and they're carrying their cell phone, and I've actually sort of gotten into it. People say, you have someplace better to be, but you're holding your phone?
Right.
I think it's a little bit rude to actually do it. But and it's constant. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
And you've been invited to this event, and now you're clinging onto your phone, and you're checking your messages.
Put your phone away.
And put your phone away for 3 hours.
Sure.
But that being said, that's what sort of pushed us into they want that picture right now, so let's give it to them. So,
well, Mike, listen, I really appreciate you being on the air today and talking to us about all these images and social media and photography. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have a photographer to work with, look up Mike Abella at 1,000 Words, or go to bridesclub.com and look up 1,000 Words. We'd be more than happy to refer you to him. Thanks again for coming on the air today, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
We'll be right back with more Viva ENT. Dr. Amanda Wong and the team at Art of the Smiles provides comprehensive dental services at affordable prices. Their convenient location in Federal Way and their extended hours fits the needs of both families and working professionals. Whether it's transforming your smile through some of their cosmetic therapies or simply having your teeth cleaned, Art of the Smiles provides individualized care plans that address your priorities and needs. Visit artofthesmiles.com or call 253-839-4048. That's 253-839-4048 for same-day scheduling. Most insurance is accepted, from cosmetic procedures to implant placement, molar root canals treatment, or wisdom teeth extractions.
Brides, do you want your big day to be stress-free, perfect, and stay within your budget? Well, Brides Club has all the inside information to make your dream a reality. Go to bridesclub.com, that's bridesclub.com. See upcoming bridal shows and events, view wedding vendors and special offers. And don't miss The Spotlight, the premier online wedding magazine with valuable articles you can't afford to miss. Brides Club helps make your wedding stress-free and perfect. Go to bridesclub.com. Check out bridesclub.com. Attention business owners. Experience a new world of business with barter. The Saturn Barter Company, located in Tacoma, is one of the most beneficial business decisions you can make. Using Saturn Barter, you are able to sell your products or services to other members of the exchange. You can then use that credit you've built up from your sales to purchase the products or services you or your company needs from other companies within Saturn Barter, all without the use of cash. Contact and join Saturn Barter Club today, 253-212-9930, or online at saturnbarter.com.
Lights, camera, action. Capture those precious moments at your special event with 1,000 Words Events friendly, fun party services. Make your guests smile with a unique photo booth. Bring the celebration anywhere with a green screen. Enhance the mood with event lighting or pile them in an awesome VW photo bus. Our services provide lasting memories and unique party favors. After all, a picture's worth 1,000 words. See for yourself what we do at 1000wordsevents.com or call us at 253-380-2026. Let's make some memories. Online at 1000wordsevents.com or 253-380-2026.
Is your vehicle needing some attention? Take it over to Maddie's Tuning and Shoreline for fast, affordable car care. Trusted, professional. Maddie's services all makes and models and has been trusted in the Puget Sound for almost 60 years. Call Brian Maddie at 206-364-3347 or stop by his convenient location in Shoreline right on Aurora at 152nd. Maddie's Tuning. Call 206-364-3347. Trusted for almost 60 years to keep you safe and on the road.
Life's a celebration. Grand Event Rentals makes your event their top priority. They are your full-service, special event, and party rental provider, supplying everything you need from start to finish. Their professional sales team and event staff work with you to create your dream event. With every event, Grand Event Rentals customers' needs are the most important. Whether you're planning an intimate outdoor wedding or an elaborate black tie gala, the Grand Event Rental specialists make great pride in providing our event planning experience to help create an unforgettable event. Please go and visit the Bellevue showroom, Grand Event Rentals, or make a one-on-one appointment. Talk to them. They're trained, they're knowledgeable, they're event specialists, and they are going to take you through step-by-step everything that you need to make your day a success. Call Grand Event Rentals. Their number is 425-462-7368, or go to grandeventrentalslaw.com.
Clay Radio, your conversation station. KLAY Lakewood, Tacoma on 1180 AM.
This is Johnny the Gangster with Viva Productions, King of Entertainment. One-stop shop for all your entertainment needs. We have DJ service for weddings, corporate, and private events. Thrill your guests with Vegas Nights Casino Party, blackjack, craps, roulette, poker, and more. We also have event photography and limousine service. Call Viva Productions 206-542-5733 or find us at viva-productions.com. A little less conversation, a little more action, you got it. Call Johnny the Gangster. I'll make you a deal you can't refuse.
News, traffic, and weather? Now you can get your information fix weekdays on Alternative Talk, 1150 AM.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to Seattle. This is Brad Buckles, your host with Viva ENT this afternoon. I'm here in the studio with Cassandra McClure.
Hi.
And Eric C.C. Ryder, our wonderful...
Good afternoon.
He's our best producer here in the house. I also have on the air with me today Jerry Osborne.
He still works there.
Yeah, he's there and everywhere from what I understand.
That's right.
One of the most knowledgeable guys in the music history business that I've run into.
Well, Brad, and I'd like to say how happy we are to have Mr. Phil Margo back on the show. He was on right at the end of March, and then we let him go away and collect his thoughts and now come back recharged and ready to enlighten us and tell us more about his amazing life.
You know, I'm here.
I'm delighted to be here. Thank you. I was in New York visiting my mom celebrating her 97th birthday.
Oh, happy Mother's Day.
Which is pretty cool. I mean, yeah, right.
You're from Brooklyn, right?
It's amazing. I mean, who knew? Anyway, so here I am. It was a great trip to New York. I had a great time.
That's awesome.
Where were you born, Phil?
Brooklyn.
Well, I was born in Brooklyn at the, it was called the Israel Zion Hospital back then. Now it's called Maimonides.
I see. Well,
and my children and my boys were born in that hospital, too, when it was Maimonides. My two boys.
So you were in that area when the Tokens formed and you got in the group?
Oh, sure. Well, I didn't got in the group. I was one of the starting people of the group. There were
you and your brother, right, Mitch?
The initial group was started by myself, my brother Mitch, and Hank Medras. Jay Siegel came in later, actually. But we started it, and the official start date was December 7th, 1959.
A day that lives in infamy.
To me, it still was. We sang "Teenager in Love," just the background part, and it sounded good. And we said, "Boy, that sounds good." You know, I mean, the blend was nice and the harmony worked, and and my brother was only how old was he at the time? He was like I was 19, so he was 13, 14.
So what got you guys to actually start thinking in that direction? I mean, as teenagers, we all talk about all kinds of things, obviously. But what made you guys decide to think, hey, let's put a group together?
Well, okay. It was really serendipity. What happened was when I was in high school, I might have mentioned this before, but I was a pretty lousy student. I was very unmotivated about school. I just wanted to build model airplanes and play ball, actually. And I really didn't care about studying. I even started working on the visual aid squad, so I would get a chance to show the films of the books we were supposed to read, so I could learn by watching the films instead of actually reading the books. That's how unschool I was, right?
No, we all do that, though.
Unspectacular kid. But in my junior year, my music teacher, she was a new music teacher, new in the school, in the high school, and she decided she wanted to start a boys' chorus. And, who wants to be in a boys' chorus? I mean, Brooklyn guys don't get into the boys' chorus. You just don't do that. You get laughed at if you do that, right? But she made me try out. I had to stand there, and she played notes, and I sang them. And she said to me, "Philip, you have excellent pitch." And that was the first time in my school career that a teacher actually used Philip and excellent in the same sentence.
And you thought she was talking about baseball, right?
Right. I don't know what she was talking about. And so I got into the chorus, and that led me to we did these concerts. And at the end of one of the concerts, Mrs. Durakis asked if anybody would want to entertain at the upcoming sock hop, and I volunteered my brother and I, and we sang a cappella, and the song we sang was All I Have to Do Is Dream, which was a hit at the time. It was 1958, the spring. And the audience applauded, which I liked, and then girls came over to me, which I really liked.
I was going to say, I can't imagine that not being a benefit.
Because I was anonymous in the school. Nobody knew who I was. I was like hiding. I mean, I wasn't a nerd. I was just a nothing. I was like, I went and I came, and that was it. But now all of a sudden people say, "Hi, Phil. Hey, how you doing?" And in the hallways, "Hey, Phil, how you doing? Nice show." And I like that. And there was nothing else I ever could have thought of doing, because I wasn't interested in anything else, and that became my life. And and oddly enough, 2 years out of high school, I had The Lion Sleeps Tonight.
I was going to say, number one hit with the Billboard Top 100, 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Right, and that was, and you could, I mean, who knew? You know, really, who knew? I mean, it was amazing. And then when we started producing, you know, because we had The Lion Sleeps Tonight, we got a deal with Capitol Records to produce because we made the demo that The Lion Sleeps Tonight eventually became, so they thought we could produce. But we didn't really, and we also produced Tonight I Fell in Love, kind of. I mean, it was our concept and we saw it through. But we didn't know much about producing, and we worked at Capitol for about a year, about 6 months to a year, and we went through the budget and made terrible records, just terrible. We had no idea what to do. And then at the end of that run, the receptionist at Capitol calls our office. She says, "There's a group here wants to audition." And, you know, back then we saw everybody because it was hard we were knocking on doors and people were nice enough to see us. So we figured we'd pay it forward, except there wasn't an expression back then. But we said, you know, well, yeah, bring them in. And they sang He's So Fine.
Wow.
And we had no money left to get musicians, so we played the instruments ourselves on He's So Fine. That's all of us playing on that record. I'm playing drums. And we went to 12 record companies. Capitol turned it down, and 12 record companies turned it down. Finally, Laurie bought it, and the rest is history.
Wow.
You know?
Never give up.
And that's how that all happened. And it happened within a period of 2 years. You know.
So
wow.
Looking back on that, I mean, how did those 2 years go by? Was it basically just a blur, or was it just the best ever?
Well, it was both, actually. It was amazing that I actually, you know, I mean, my brother was still a kid. He was still in high school, you know, and he was sitting there having these seasoned songwriters play songs for him, you know. He felt silly because he was just a kid, you know. So it was very interesting. It was fascinating. I mean, Spock would say fascinating, and it was.
Right.
I mean, every minute of it was remarkable. Just the process of making records and of, you know, went from mono to 2-track to 3-track to 4-track to 8-track to 16-track to 99-track, you know. And we watched it all happen. We watched the whole industry change. In that 10 years, the industry grew more than it ever had before. Right. I mean, we were nominated for a Grammy, and the Grammy award ceremony was held in a hotel in Nashville, and we weren't even invited. And we were nominated for a Grammy.
Wow.
At 21 years old.
Yeah, and we didn't get the nomination certificate until 35 years later.
Whoa.
When one of the guys in the group knew somebody who belonged to NARM, you know, the Recording Academy, and somebody checked in the file, and there they were.
Wow.
Sitting in the file for 35 years.
So you basically have lifetime access.
Did your group ever sing on the street corners in New York?
Yes, only, but that was after we already started. You know, we didn't sing, because we were a group, you know. I mean, Hank had been in Darrell and the Oxfords. You know, they had a record called Picture in My Wallet. So he was already a recording artist, and so was Jay. Jay was the lead singer of that group. So we really didn't come up from the streets per se. So we didn't do a lot of, you know, the people have told me that we were at Sid, we sang in a bowling alley once, you know. I don't even remember it, but I guess it happened because a lot of people said I did.
Was that the proverbial putting your chops together time period, or was that after?
You know what? It's something that just came natural to me. I always could hear harmony. I always listen to records, listen to all music very deeply. I listened to what the violins were doing, what's the trumpets doing, why did it play that, what is the piano doing, can you hear the guitar, what is the bass, what is that lovely instrument thumping along on the bottom, you know? And I always listened to music that way, and I never thought there was anything unusual about it. I thought everybody did. And, of course, I didn't find out till I was in high school that time that I had a talent that I didn't even know I had.
Well, that's why we go to school.
Yeah, and teachers, you know. Mr. Rackus, my teacher, Mr. Rackus, showed me who I would be. And I had who knew? But it's always a teacher, you know. And not always, but most of the time.
Yeah, the teachers have a huge influence on us.
Pardon?
I said those teachers have a huge influence on us.
Yes, they do. They did. You know, I mean, some of the best moments in school were because of teachers, you know. I mean, because they care about you. You know, it's not just study period or the you know, the classes like music appreciation or art appreciation. It's what the teachers do and what they give to you from themselves. You know, it's a remarkable profession. You know.
So let me ask you,
it's so underestimated now.
With all these great things that have happened to you over your career, where was a moment that you gave back? I'm sure you've had opportunities to instruct others or help somebody.
Always, all the time. I mean, you know, kids come up, they want advice, they want you to help them. You know, obviously, people came into the office, groups like Randy and the Rainbows and the Happenings, and you know, and people like that we helped, and we also profited by it. But we did a lot of other stuff. I mean, we do a lot of charity work, a lot of shows to, you know, places that need somebody. I remember when we first started, we would go up to the Catskills and sing at some of the camps, you know, where the kids were. We would go to, you know, we just do it because it was the right thing to do.
Since you mentioned the Happenings, I've got to tell you that our guest next week is Bob Miranda. Tell us about him.
Oh, they're wonderful. I mean, it's like getting, you know, it's like getting a 2-foot putt. You know, when he came in, when his group came in and sang for us, and then when we gave him, you know, we gave him See You in September and to assess. He did that. He came up with all the parts. They went away and did it. They made our job easy. They came back with the records as they were. We didn't even have to, like with the chiffons, we had to come up with things like Shooby Doo Wah Wah or The One Fine Day. I taught him that and all of that, and all of those, a lot of those things. But Bobby Miranda and the Happenings, they were they did it themselves.
Self-contained.
I mean, they just handed us hit records.
That's amazing. Well, we're going to talk to him about that for sure.
Yeah, all we had to do is not screw it up. That's all we had to do. We just had to make the record so that it came off the way it sounded when they did it. And we did. You know, we were fortunate enough to, by that time, we really knew how to make records. You know, by the time that came, you know, we really got pretty good at it.
Well, See You in September was an enormous hit.
Yes. And so was I Got Rhythm was number one.
It was, yeah.
I mean, we took a song like I Got Rhythm and made a number one record out of it. I mean, Bobby Miranda came up with the opening, and I remember when Mitchell came up with the idea to do I Got Rhythm. Mitch said, "Why don't we do I Got Rhythm?" And Bobby said, "I got rhythm." You know, he sang it like Ethel Merman.
Yeah.
And Mitch said, "No, with a 4-feel." And he started banging on the piano, bam, bam, bam. And then they took it from there. That's all we did. That's the only thing we did to point them into the direction of that record. They were just marvelous. It was.
Do you still see Bob Miranda around?
Yes, I do. Occasionally, you know, but he lives out here. He lives out in California.
Well, you'll have to listen next week and see what he has to say.
Yeah, he'll tell you what's going on. There's stuff going on. But he's terrific. They were all terrific. I mean, we got along pretty well with everybody. You know, the Chiffons we had a lot of fun with. I just got a wonderful picture. One of the guys in the group had a picture of Judy Craig from the Chiffons. You know, I guess we all got old. You know?
The instrumental beginning to One Fine Day is one of the all-time great beginnings to any record, and I want to know what you thought about that.
What I thought about it was Carole King called me up after we had He's So Fun. She calls me up one day. She says, "I have a perfect follow-up for the Chiffons. I just did a demo with Little Eva. I'm going to send it to you." She sent it over, you know, an acetate, a regular, you know,
sure.
We didn't have tapes. It was an acetate.
Yeah.
I put it on. I heard that. I heard the first 8 bars. I called her back. I said, "I want the track that she did the demo." The record is that demo track. It was a piano and a drum and a guitar, I believe, on the demo. And we added the sax solo and a bass and the Shooby Doo Wah Wahs, and I taught them the bridge and all of that stuff. But yes, of course, and that's her. That's Carole.
Yeah, that's opening is a killer.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. When you hear a record and it opens, dum dooby dum or do lang or that na 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 or dip dip rhythm, it's a hit.
Yeah.
You know it's a hit. I mean, you know. you know. All it has to do is get played for 2 minutes and it's a hit. And it was. All of those records were just, you know, I wish I made more of them. But, you know, it's not easy to come by songs like that.
Did you feel the same way when you, I don't know, maybe you even created or came up with the idea, but anyway, the beginning of Oh Denise Doobie-Doo is also another killer start.
Yes, that was Brandy and the Rainbows. Neil Levinson wrote the song about Sam Lefrak's daughter, actually. Sam Lefrak was a big builder in New York City. And he also had a whole big record business, too. But, and he wrote that song about her, and he would come up to our office a lot and play songs, and he came up with this group. And we had to cut that song. We did two or three takes, 4 takes maybe, and we had to put 2 of them together to make a complete take because we didn't have a good complete take. But we made a splice, and you could hear the splice. I'll tell you where afterwards. But you could hear where the only way we could have done it. And don't forget, we were cutting 2-track tape back then, you know, with a razor.
Absolutely. Yeah. Certainly. Well, we better talk about the girls because we're going to run out of time soon. So tell us about Nellie and the gang.
Well, okay. Nearly my daughter, and what happened was I've always had this thing in my head. I wanted to do torch songs that guys sang with a girls group today. My belief is that girls still feel the same way about guys, and guys feel the same way about girls. Hormones exist. They still do.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't change.
No question.
Right, and so teenage girls have those feelings, right? So I wanted to bring those feelings back to another group of kids that age, you know, 16, 15, that age. And I've been looking around for years to find the right group. Finally, my grandson, Solomon, said, I got girls for you. I got a girl that would be perfect for your group. Because he's in high school now. You have to wait till your kids grow up. And we found Lauren, and she had Rebecca, you know, was a friend with Rebecca who went to another school, and Adriana. And then the fourth girl, J. Rose, we were doing a show in Malibu, and somebody had hired her to sing a little. You know, they have local people come up and sing. She sang, and her mother came over to us and said, could we take a picture with you? And we said, I got a better idea. And we put her in a group. So we have this group of lovely, deeply, deeply talented girls, a class act all the way through. One of them is, you know, could get a scholarship as a soccer player. She's that good, you know. And they act, they sing, they dance, and they're wonderful. And when I said to them, I want to do these old songs like "Tears on My Pillow," and they said, "Oh, I know this song," and they sang it. You know, one of the girls sang it. She knew the song. And, you know, we're doing some more recording now, and we asked them, do we want to, like, make them more today? And they said, no, we like the way it is then, you know. They won't let us mess with the songs. They're protecting them. It's amazing.
Well, they're classics. When the classic is perfect, why redo it?
Do you think that it's all about the bass? Would have been a hit in 1962, the same record? Because I do. It's a perfect song.
You mean if re-recorded back then? Yes, absolutely.
No, if it was recorded then.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
You know why? Because it's a good song.
Right.
And because it's done well. And that's how you make hit records. You know, really, you start with a good song. That's the main thing. And they started with a good song. It's all about the bass. And Sounds of Silence is on the charts now, I understand.
Yep.
By Destiny.
Yep.
So, you know, it's all coming back.
How about maybe a little shot, Eric, of their version of Breaking Up Is Hard to Do? I think they do a fantastic job.
Let me see if I can get to that here in a second.
Lead, by the way. All 4 of those cuts you have, they're different. Each one of them is singing a lead on it. You know. So go ahead, put it on. Let's hear what it sounds like.
See if we can get a little Breaking Up Is Hard to Do. Maybe we'll end today fading away to that.
Doobie down, doobie doo down, down. Come on, down, doobie doo down, down. Come on, down, doobie doo down, down. Break it up is hard to do. Don't take your love away from me. Don't you leave my heart in misery.
Classic hit.
I mean, I mean, they just knock me out. I mean, because they're so, and they're also self-taught. They're musicians. They play. Two of them play the ukulele. They did a version of Unchained Melody for us, playing the ukulele. Beautiful, you know. So we could do a lot of stuff with them. And what I want to do is see if we can get some play on stations and sources such as yours, is all over the country, and see if we can create a whole new way of getting records started, you know, a whole new way. And it's really like it used to be. You start on a secondary station in Akron, Ohio, and then you try to build it. And that's what you do. And, you know, I mean, if you do play these records, you know, tell people our website is thetokens.com. Tell them ask them if they would leave us word, if they're interested in getting them, or they're interested, or they have something to say. Thetokens.com. I'd love to know if they hear it and what they think.
Well, Seattle knows a little more about it now than they did before.
Absolutely.
Yes, and really, I mean, and I want to get a whole network together and see if we can make all of this stuff a network that has some potency. Because if you can do that and you can break records, you have clout.
And we've got about 90 seconds here left in the show today, so.
Boy, I'm sorry. Let's do an hour next time.
That would be great.
I mean, it's just, I love still what I do. And I've been through a lot of stuff. I've written movies. I've written television shows. I've produced movies for television. I managed Robert Guillaume, you know, who played Benson on Soap and on Benson. I've done all of that stuff. And there's nothing greater than getting in a studio and hearing people sing harmony.
And you're working on a book.
I'm writing a book. I'm finally writing the book. I have a publisher, and I'm starting to go officially putting it together this coming Monday. This is the beginning of it, and I'm gonna tell the whole story, and I think that, you know, we can spread this record, these things with the girls. If we can do that, it gives a whole new way to promote records.
Well, wonderful.
And I think of course I'm a dreamer. I understand that.
Well, why don't we wrap up the show today with a little bit of the Singing on the Corner tune?
Oh yeah, that's Rebecca. That was Adriana singing on Breaking Up Is Hard to Do. This one's Rebecca, and this is a new song.
Great.
Believe it or not.
Well, we're going to leave everybody with this one today, and we've got more Viva ENT next week, so be sure and tune in. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you all.
Good luck on your book.